Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I'm going to give you the title of the message. It is Naked Before God. Naked Before God. The reason why I titled this is because many people in the world don't understand the metaphors and the symbolic terms that are in the Bible. Is more than one way to be naked. You don't want to be naked before God. And how are you naked before God? You sinning. You sinning. You're sinning and you're showing your imperfection or your sin before Him. It's almost like when you are going to a job interview and you're showing up to that job interview but naked. Do you think you're going to get that job? Oh, they're going to kick you out of there. And that's the same way God is. When you show up to Him, without His Son and without His law, you are butt naked. And He cannot look upon sin and grant you your prayers. He can't. And people say, well, Jeff, everybody's sin. I mean, everybody naked, right? But it's a difference between being a willful sinner versus you making a mistaken sin. When you willfully sin, like going to church on Sunday, every Sunday, that's willfully sinning. When you disobey your parents every time they tell you to do something, that's a willful sinner. And we know when you disobey your parents and when you don't honor them, it's a matter of time before your life is taken away from you. Matter of time. Whether it be by death, whether it be by you going to jail, or wherever. God gonna honor His word, regardless. So make sure you understand that nakedness before the Lord is sin. And when you sin, you breaking the law. It's just talking about even Easter Sunday, you naked. If you honor that, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all this stuff that you call the word called holy is unholy. And you become a willful sinner if you continue this. And that's how you become naked before the Lord. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 26. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 26. You try to be clothed with righteousness. And when you read this Bible, you need to understand that a lot of times people read this Bible, they just take the words literal. You got to put it in proper context. You got to make sure it's talking about what it's saying by analyzing it with different scriptures. And that's what we're going to do today. When you're naked before God, that means that you're showing up as a sinner. You're showing up. And most of us in here showing out. And why ain't good in front of me? I ain't got no heaven. I ain't got no hell. I ain't got no jail. I ain't got none of that to put you in. God gonna deal with you. When He deal with you, Jeff can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 26. Go ahead.
For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins.
No more sacrifice for sin if you become a willful sinner. That's just like you put yourself on a battlefield without any weapons. Any weapons. You ain't got no gun, you ain't got nothing when you go into war, you ain't got no bulletproof vest as a police officer. You just out there running around trying to do some things or arrest somebody without this stuff. You ain't gonna live very long. And it's the same way. When you are willful sinner, you out there before God and before the world without any protection. You ain't got no protection. Go ahead.
But a certain fearful looking for judgment and fiery indignation, which shall divide the adversaries.
He said, but a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation. That's your destination. That's where you're going if you're a willful sinner. That's the end. And most of all, just think about this. You experiencing hell and pain on this side, then God gonna put you in the lake of fire on the other side, where you're gonna live eternal death. So don't show up naked before him on this side. Let him protect you. Let him help you. Don't argue with people. I mean, I'm talking about from family members, kids, and all that. You tell them one time, you leave it alone. Watch it. Watch what happens. Just watch it happen. But we still talking about being naked. I don't want my kids, I don't want me or anybody in my family, anybody in the church to show up before God naked, because one thing I understand, y'all got the knowledge. Y'all understand what you're supposed to be doing. So don't play with it. Don't be a willful sinner. True enough, you're going to sin, I'm going to sin, but we do it willfully. That's when he said, you playing with me. You think I'm something to play with. He going to deal with you. He going to deal with me. I ain't leaving myself out either. Let's go to Revelation chapter 16, verse 15. Let's analyze this nakedness. Let's analyze this nakedness. You can be naked more than just one way in God's book. The physical side of nakedness, you ain't got no clothes on. I just try to show you an example when you don't have no clothes on and when you appear before someone. You're ashamed. You're ashamed. You should be ashamed. I don't know about this day and time. Some of you cats ain't ashamed of nothing. But let's look at this right here. Verse 15. We'll read one verse here. Go ahead.
Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watches and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
See, if God sees your shame, you're going to walk naked before him. When you're talking about garments, the righteousness of God is the law. This is what protects you from him, not the devil, from God. This is the one you need to fear. This is the one I need to fear. When you sinning, you are naked before him. When you're talking about these garments, let's look at these garments. Let's go to Revelation chapter 19 and verse 7. Revelation 19 verse 7. Let's see what these garments represent. And we got to understand it. Most preachers don't even hit Revelation because they don't quite understand Revelation. We as Israel are supposed to know this stuff and give it to the people. And once I'm giving it to y'all, y'all got the knowledge now. If somebody asks you, you better give it to them. Revelation chapter 19 verse 7. Let's see what he's talking about with these garments. Because that is what covers you, protects you. You got to have these garments. Garments are just talking about clothes, represent clothes in the natural term, but the spiritual side is different. Go ahead, brother. Let's see.
Verse 7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him.
Yes, sir.
For the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife has made herself ready.
Understand, the Lamb is Jesus. The wife is the church. He coming for his church. That's symbolism too. He coming to make it ready. We got to be ready. If you ain't ready, you're gonna be left. And one place you're gonna be left. That's the lake of fire. Go ahead.
And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen,
Yes, sir.
clean and white. For the fine linen is the righteousness of saints.
That's what it is. The fine linen is the righteousness of the saint. Meaning that like a linen shirt I got on is compared to the law. Once you covered with the law and you obeying the law, you are covered before God. He can't see your nakedness and your sin because you trying to obey the commandments. But when you ain't got no, you just a willful sinner, you ain't got no garments. You ain't got no covering. So then he said, you Satan kid. Go get him, Satan. Period. Ain't no if, and, buts about it. Ain't more two ways. The right way and the wrong way. That's it. You better make sure that you try your best to have these righteous garments on so you don't appear to him naked, so he can hear you. He got to hear you. Well, he got to hear you, but you want him to hear you in your time of trouble. And some of us don't believe it's snake until it hit them all in the face. Because a lot of times your parents, your husband, your wife is covering you. And then when it hits you, you want to holler to them. And sometimes they can't do nothing for you. And believe me, I come and get you out of jail one time if you have a mistake. But if you do it, you're going to sit there. You're going to sit there. And that's food for thought to your parents. Do not keep getting your kids out of jail, trying to deliver them from punishment of the word, because you are crippling them. Crippling them. Let them feel that pain. Let the devil bust them in the head. Then they're going to come out and say, oh, Mama might be telling the truth. Dad might be telling the truth. They might be. Yeah, let them keep getting busted in the head. God knows how to bust them. He knows how to make them hurt. He knows your inner thoughts. He knows what you're scared of. He knows all this. So don't worry yourself. Just give it over to the Lord. You just make sure you don't uncover yourself of righteousness. You stay within the realm of being covered in this. Like he said, the righteousness of the saint is the fine linen, which is the law. That's what it is. But when you let somebody get in your mind and take you from the righteousness of God, you're on the same level as that person. You're going to get the same judgment. Revelation chapter 3, verse 18. We just read that, right?
No.
Okay, Revelation chapter 3, verse 18. Let's look at something here. This is why Jesus wants us to follow the law, so we won't appear before him naked. Read verse 18. Revelation 3 and verse 18. And he crying out, make sure you cover. Make sure you cover. Oh, we got some times coming into this world we ain't even seen before at all. We ain't seen this before.
No.
And you see what people getting off for, even the justice system now is failing. A man can rape a woman and get out of jail in 2 months. This is what happened. But not for Israel. Israel do the same thing, he get 15 years. So understand what you're dealing with. We got a greater punishment on us because God said, I gave this law to your people. This is the judgment that we got to live with in this land. This is the curses we got to live with. So learn where the traps are. Walk softly. Walk softly. Don't get caught up in the world thinking that you're going to get the same rights as the other nations. Right. Parents, tell your kids. I couldn't understand that when my dad was telling me that. I thought he was just being a racist. But when I got out there in the world, when the world busted in the head, I said, boy, hey, my dad was right. The smarter, the longer I was in the world, the smarter my dad had looked to me. Because I said, man, he had some wisdom, but I couldn't understand because I was a child and foolish. Thought I knew everything. But this is what we got to do. We got to make sure that we don't appear before God naked. Verse 18, go ahead.
I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire.
Yes, sir.
That thou mayest be rich, white raiment, that thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear. And anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see.
He said, try me of gold. This ain't talking about literal gold chains, gold necklace. Right. This word of God is gold.
Come on.
He said, try this first. Stop trying to make yourself make everything right, if that makes any sense. People try to make things right, but God wants folks to go through this stuff. Stop worrying yourself. He said, try his way. Try his way. Don't depend on nobody else but him. Watch him work. He said that thou may be clothed so your nakedness won't show up. Meaning that don't sin. So God won't show your nakedness up. When it's time for you to get a job, when it's time for you to pray for something that you want, he'll hear you. But most of the people in the world look at things that are totally different from what this book goes by. They think because people got clothes, cars, money, and all this stuff that God really hear. That's counterfeit if it don't come by the righteousness of God. It's counterfeit. Let's go back, jump back up in verse 17. Read 7, verse 17. Go ahead.
Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods.
See, that's a big problem in the world. Just because a person got some money, got some goods, oh man, he blessed. God bless him. You better find out who his daddy is. You better find out who his daddy is. Don't confuse because you got things not safe in this world. Go ahead.
Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched, and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked.
They don't even know it because the goods have blinded them. They think that, well, shoot, I got cars, money, clothes. God got to be with me. He doing something. God blessing me. And God said, look, you miserable. And don't even know you naked before me. It's a matter of time before I take you out. Because this goods, this money to confuse you. You think you're doing real good. You see it all the time in the world. People be on top of the hill, a millionaire. Next thing you know, God take it all away from them. And now they're jumping out of the window, killing themselves. Why? Because they made money, clothes, cars, they God. They searching after that. That ain't what it's all about in this book. We searching for salvation. Ain't got no 7 steps for you to be rich from the book. And that's what these preachers doing, they teaching the people how to covet this stuff. If you don't know what coveting is, talking about coveting people's wives, goods, and all this stuff in other people's household. I want to be like Jay-Z, I want to be like Beyonce, I want to be like them. Look at all the stuff they got. Them folks miserable, man. Them folks miserable. You think they're a prison to their own success. But you too dumb in the head to understand that. Spiritually. Not saying you dumb that you can't read or write. Spiritually you dumb. Because you being confused about this materialism. This is not what God wanted to be. We ain't on the earth trying to get this stuff. We on the earth trying to get one thing and one thing only. Salvation. And not break these laws. Period. Don't be naked before him. Like this old saying they got in churches, oh, come as you are. Not with this God right here. Come as you are with him. He a kid, you know. That's that husband and wife couple. I always refer back to them. Ananias and Sapphira. Ananias came up there and asked him the other night, you stole this? He said, no. God killed him on the spot. Bam! A few hours later, he came back and asked his wife the same thing. Did y'all steal this money from me? She said, no. She had an opportunity to say, yeah, we did. Maybe she would have saved her life. God killed her on the spot. Bam! Whole Israel was scared that time. We're like, man. That's what we got. This is the way we got to treat this Bible. God said, be fearful of him. Work out your own salvation through fear and trembling. The world don't know about this. They're searching for things that ain't gonna clothe them. This law gonna clothe you righteous. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 1. This is what God's people exchange their righteous garments for. And I'm telling you, once you take your mind off this money, off this clothes, off the car, it's gonna come. It's gonna come to you. And half the time you ain't gonna want it. You ain't gonna want it. You think you want it? The old saying, more money, more problem. Let's look at this. This is what most of God's people exchange. He gave us an example in Jeremiah. They exchange God's righteousness, his righteous garment for this stuff in the word. Go ahead, brother.
The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, stand in the gate of the Lord's house and proclaim there this word.
Yes,
and
sir.
say, hear the word of the Lord, all ye of Judah, that enter in at these gates to worship the Lord.
He's saying, he's talking about stand in this house. When they was in Israel at that time, they tell these people this. This is an example of how not to follow God. Go ahead.
Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, amend your ways and your doing, and I will cause you to dwell in this place.
What I mean by not follow God means that they're not following the right way. The right way. And you, like I said, you got another Jesus out here. You got another God out here. And they following God the wrong way. And Satan got a church too. And he gonna show you right here. But keep going.
Verse 4. Trust ye not in lying words, saying,
Yes, sir.
the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord are these. For if ye thoroughly amend your ways and your doings, if ye thoroughly execute judgment between a man and his neighbor, if ye oppress not the stranger,
Yes, sir.
the fatherless, and the widow, and shed not innocent blood in this place, neither walk after other gods,
Go ahead.
to your hurt.
To your hurt. He giving you an example. Don't oppress the stranger. But make sure you deal with the fatherless right. I mean the kids that don't have fathers. Take them under your wing. Tell them a good word. Most times they look at kids today, they say, oh, they're going to be just like their dad. I ain't spending my time with them. I ain't dealing with them. You don't do that. If you got a righteous word to tell these kids, tell them. Is it shed not innocent blood in their places? Don't be out there killing. That's what Israel doing today. Killing each other left and right. Innocent blood. Some people sitting in their house, they know gunshot fire in the house and kill a child. Mainly because their parents ain't in the right frame of mind with God anyway. And it rolls down to their kids. Even King David showed you that. When he had that baby with Bathsheba. And he prayed to God, fasted, all this stuff for God. And then God said, it don't matter, I'm still going to kill that baby. Same thing. Parent, make sure that you're giving a righteous example for your kids. Because you can affect them with God. But go ahead.
Verse 7. Then will I cause you to dwell in this place, in the land that I gave to your fathers.
Yes, sir.
Forever and ever.
See, that's what we're trying to get to. The land. We trying to make sure we follow these laws and get to the land. But what the world trying to get to? Heaven. They naked. They don't even understand. They're trying to get to up there in the third heaven with God. He said, the land we're going to dwell in forever. That's the secret in the churches. They think they're going to heaven. Well, keep going, bro.
Behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit.
Going to heaven ain't going to profit you. Only heaven you going to, you think you're going to, is the lake of fire, if you believe that. And understand, if you understand what I'm talking about, this first heaven is earth. And it's going to have the lake of fire on it, along with God's kingdom. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Will ye steal, murder, and commit adultery, swear falsely, and burn incense unto Baal, and walk after other gods whom ye know not?
So you understand that? That's talking about willful sinner. Baal is another god. Santa Claus is another god. Valentine's Day is another god. Mother's Day is another god. He said, look, if you swear and follow him, you ain't a part of God, period. You doing this to Baal. That's a willful sinner. We keep the Sabbath day, we keep the Passover, we keep the Feast on Unleavened Bread, we keep all the holy days. We keep the dietary law. We're not sinning willfully. We trying to get in. But these people ain't trying to get in. They trying to follow the word. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 10. And come and stand before me in this house, which is called by my name, and say, ye are delivered to do all these abominations.
He said they come and stand before me in the house and still doing all these abominations. You can't come to God as you are, because you are abominable, and he will hurt you. Go ahead.
Is this house, which is called by my name, become a den of robbers in your eyes?
That's the Sunday churches. Go ahead.
Behold, even I have seen it, says the Lord.
The God seen it. He see everything that we do and also these false religions do. When you talk about Baal, that's a false god. Just like Buddha, just like Sun Myung Moon, just like Farrakhan and their religion, Islam, those are false gods. It's only one God you're supposed to follow, which is the God of Israel. This Bible written to Israel. And Israel's supposed to preach this to the whole nation, period. That's it. Let's go to Matthew chapter 21, verse 10. Let's see how Jesus seen the church in his day. And it ain't changing today with us. These folks are not concerned about your salvation. They making sure that you become naked inside these Sunday churches by stealing your righteousness away from you. Know how they make you in these Sunday churches? They said Jesus died on the cross. Them laws nailed to the cross. That's your cover. That's how you cover it. And they telling you Jesus nailed this to the cross. You ain't got to do them laws no more. I said, so I can steal? No. So I can keep? No. I said, what you just told me? You said the laws were nailed to the cross? They contradict their own sayings. Either it is or it ain't. It don't make sense. Y'all just don't know how bad I was confused because I wanted to find God. But I love my people so much, I said, no, all of them can't have it wrong. They got to have it right. You keep searching, trying to see if your mom and dad and brother and sister got it. It's like a zeal of God. They call themselves believing God, but you can't line them up with the book. You can't see it. Either I'm going to go with them and their ways, or I'm going to go with this book and God's way. So I chose this book. Matthew chapter 21, verse 10. You get it, go ahead.
And when he was coming to Jerusalem, all the city was moved, saying, who is this?
It's Jesus coming into Jerusalem. Now, who is this? He coming to his house. Go ahead.
And the multitude said, this is Jesus, the prophet of Nazareth of Galilee.
Yes, sir.
And Jesus went into the temple of God and cast out all them that sold and bought in the temple.
Jesus went into his church, the temple. What they doing in this church? They selling, sold and bought. Got all them snack machines in the church. Got the bookstores in the church. Got the restaurants in the church. All in this temple, in the church. That's what they said, this God house. But look what Jesus did to him. Go ahead. Start over.
Okay. And Jesus went into the temple of God, cast out all them that sold and bought in the temple, and overthrew the tables of the money changers and the seats of them that sold doves.
He kicked them all out. In other scriptures, other references, he took a whip and beat them out of there. This is what Jesus did now. Because they were defiling his house. These are the ones that are naked before God. And they call themselves Christians. These are the Sunday Christians. Jesus whooped them out of there. Listen what he said. Go ahead.
13. And said unto them, it is written, my house shall be called the house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves.
That's what they're doing. Den of thieves. Buying and selling. You should know, the church selling water, selling whatever, snacks on supposed to be the holy day, Sunday. They ain't got a church. They ain't even gathered together on the right day. That's why I won't sell nothing on this day. Period. If you need some water, if you need anything from me, I give it to you. Need now. I ain't talking about the kids always coming to what they want. Need.
That's right.
Like you dying of thirst.
That's right, bro.
But this is what's going on right here. Just trying to make sure you understand. Don't be naked in your mind too. Because I'm giving you the instruction, I'm giving you the knowledge so you can see through these false prophets. Stop looking at what they got, because they're going to have a lot of stuff. They're going to be big ballers, shot callers. Let's go back to Jeremiah chapter 10. Let's get one verse. Excuse me, John chapter 10, you're right. Yeah, appreciate it. John chapter 10, verse 1. See, there's only one way you get your sins covered. There's only one way you can appear to God with some righteous covering on. And they throw that away. The churches throw it away. And the world throw it away. Verse 1. Go ahead.
Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep.
Understand that that shepherd is only Jesus. You can only come to the Father through